Shut up and sit down.
Greetings, fellow travelers. Oblake's here, back with you today from Project Ozone 3. How's everybody doing up in here today? So guys, last time we worked on this here room. We've got some sifters automated with the water wheels, collecting all the giblets. This is gravel in here, and then occasionally it will turn the cobblestone into sand as well, which will be run through here and dustificated. Now I have added some more dust, ran them through some machines out here. I'll show you in a minute, and just to back up the dust because we weren't getting quite enough dust, and there's some goodies to be had up in there. So, you know, this is kind of a passive secondary output of dust. So wanted to kind of boost our dustification a little bit. We can permanently increase that later if we want to. So today, guys, I can't remember if we added this last time or not. I think I mentioned we were going to add it. Maybe we did, maybe we didn't. I don't know, but we got some compacting doors here with all of our metals. So I have been processing as metals come in. I will take them, put them here in this pulverizer to crushificate them, and then, you know, so we get the ore duplication, and then just move them over to be processed here in this furnace. And then I'm just manually moving them back over here for the time being. We're going to automate all this down the road, but we ain't there yet. So I got other things I wish to do today. Let's throw these where they belong. So that there and that there. Today we are going to work on improving. Oh, I said I'd show you those other machines. Yeah, we just got a little basic setup here. Got some gravel. Feeding it into gravel. My brain was hurting about what I was thinking. I could have swore I saw cobble in there. But we got gravel. We're crunching that up, turning it into sand, which is coming down here, getting crunched up, turned into dust. And then I just grab the dust out, and we run it over here. And drop in this here chest like so. And you see we just got a little hopper chain going into that same sieve that this guy punches into. They get processed. We get all the goodies show up over here. And it has been working, folks. I mean, like, we got 24 diamond blocks. We got 6 stacks of 64 plus 41 lapis lazuli. Lazuli. And then we got some 32 blocks of emeralds. We got almost 2 stacks of redstone. We got some glowstone. We got all the goodness. So we're getting things. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So today, guys, I want to work on this. We got us a mob farm over here. And it's been doing its business. It spawns to my biz every now and then. And I come over here and I make it the hackety hack and chop at their toes. And we get mobs and smash toes. And it's great. So it has served its purpose well, but it is a little bit manual for my taste. And requires me to do a bunch of running or riding minecarts, and I don't really want to do that either. So we are going to work on replacing this today. We're actually going to tear the entire thing out and replace it with my preferred mob farm. I'm sure somebody else has done it in the past, but this is kind of my own design. I said if somebody else has done it, great, good for you, A+, get a gold star, but it's just one I came up with a long time ago. You guys have seen it in many series over the years, so I don't think we have any of this yet. So we're going to be creating that today, and then we're going to do a few special little things to it with some additional materials. So first things first, I gotta get to pick, and I gotta get to chopping, and get this sucker ripped the heck out, and get a new platform in place for the new farm. So let me get to work, and I'll bring you back when we're ready to do something that's actually fun. Alright, the old spawning platform has been torn out, and the new one has been put in, and this thing I swear makes all these different mob noises and catches me off guard every flipping time. Drives me nuts. Anywho, so we've got this mob farm put in, or basic frame put in, and this is the inside. This is a spawning platform. We've got another one on the other side, and then we've got this trench down the middle here. So what'll happen is mobs will spawn in here. We're going to come up with a way to push them into this trench. Now, it is important this trench be too high at the least. It can be deeper. You can go 3 or 4, but it needs to be at least 2. That way mobs can't jump back up onto the spawning platforms. Now, spiders can, but we're not going to worry about them. We have a plan for them. So we got 2 spawning platforms here. And then I've got another 2 up here that flow into the same trench. And mobs are just going to get pushed off, boom, like so. And then we're going to push them over here into a killing method. Now, the beauty of this design is it's highly adaptable. We can expand out this way and add, extend both of these platforms out that way, as well as the trench, as well as the upper levels. We can expand it up, adding more floors. We can expand this way, making these spawning platforms longer. And it's highly adaptable to different mods, depending on what pack you're playing and what's in that pack. It doesn't require you to only use certain things. You can use, and if you remember from our Future's Edge series, for those that watched way back then, we actually built this design and we used water to push mobs across and to push them down into the channel, or down through the channel. We're not going to use water in this one. We're going to use air. So it's adaptable to do different things. It can kill mobs in many different ways. You could just put some basic magma blocks here. In Future's Edge, we had actually 2 of these chambers. We had, one like this. We had another one over there, and we had a drop hole right in the center. And we pushed all the mobs into that drop hole and dropped them 20 some odd blocks and picked up their bits down there. It's highly adaptable to work with what you have. That's why I really, really like it. So we are going to work on the method to push the mobs around. And to do that, we're going to need the whole point of setting this thing up, these feathers. So we are going to take these. We're going to go over here where the iron is, because we're going to need a boatload of iron for this thing. And let's just move the feathers up here for the time being. And we're going to use, at mob. So, mob grinding utilities is in this pack. It is a great way to deal with mobs, as you would imagine. And we're going to use these fans. Not chicken feet. We're going to use mob fans. There we go. Pushes mobs in the facing direction, can be modified with mob fan upgrades, which we will be doing. So we're going to need some stone slabs, we're going to need some iron, and we're going to need some red stony blocks. But first, we need to do a little science, because it has been a hot minute since I played with this, and I don't remember the requirements for how far we can push these things. It says determine how many fans we're going to need. So do we have any stone slabs? We do. Fantastic. Let's grab those. And get back over here. And we're going to need, redstone blocks. Let's get one of those. Let's just grab a stack of iron. And let's go ahead and whip up one of these bad boys. Perfect. So we've got one. Now we need to do some testing, and we need to do it in a space where we have a lot of room, but no risk to us. I think this is a great choice. This little stretch of real estate here. So let's just put the fan down right there. We take a look at it. So here's the inlet for the air. Here's the exhaust for the air. It's going to blow this direction. And we need a lever to power it. So let's go grab one of those. And we're going to need some cobblestone. And we're going to need a stick. And boop. And a bap. And a bam. And we run. Lots of running. Running heavy episode. And we run, and we run, and we run. It doesn't matter where, but we do need to power this guy with some go-go juice. Hit it. We see the fan start to spin. Nothing changes on any of the other sides, but the fan spins on this side. And I said you can put the lever lever anywhere. It doesn't have to be a lever lever. It just has to be powered with redstone. It doesn't matter where. Now you see I'm standing right here beside this fan, and I am not being pushed in any direction at all. But if I stand in front of the fan, whoop, I move that far. So I can't walk any closer than this block here. I can get into this block, but that's as far as I can go. So let's put a torch here to let us know that that is as far as we can go. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks natively. So let's go look at how far we need to be able to push. We need to be able to push 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks because we want them to push off of the edge of this like so. If we only did the 5, they would end up right here and they would just be like, haha, I mock you. We don't want any mockery, so we need to, let's take the express, we need to extend this by 1. So we need to extend the pushing range by 1. To do that, ooh, there's bits on the ground that didn't get picked it up. Why didn't you get picked it up? Get up there and get picked. There you go. Okay. To extend the range by 1, we want to use this mob fan upgrade right here. Distance modifier +1, and you can put a max up to 10. Now this is going to require the feathers. This is why we needed those feathers. Feathers, iron, and a redstone dust. So let's grab a redstone dust. And we should only need 1 of these to get our distance of 6. So let's go give this a try. And we run, running ahead of the episode. Don't run right into the fan because it won't let you. Haha. It mocks you with it. So even if you jump, you're still going to get blown. But we can go to the side here. So if we right click the fan, you see where upgrades can go. And we put in we just shift click it in. It goes into the right spot. You see it has a picture underneath of what it should be. Now this fan is actually blowing 1 farther. We should go to the redstone. Yep. Or to the torch. So now our new torch distance is there. So we can actually show that just by clicking this, which is a handy new feature that didn't used to be in the mod, but you can see the area it's blowing. So perfect. We now have the correct length of blowification. Now we need to consider width, right? So we've got this space up here. And the idea is to put the fans along the wall here inside, cut out pieces of the wall and put them in. And we want to do it in a way, I don't want to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 fans. That'd be kind of crazy. All with distance upgrades. But we can modify the width using these with the arrows pointing to the side. This upgrade here, you can have a max of 3 of these guys. So we need to see how far or how wide it can actually be to determine how many fans we need. And I think for that we're going to move this setup to here. Yeah, this should be a relatively safe place to do our testification. Let's get this in here. Because again, we're not worried about the distance now, we're worried about the width, right? And again, we can lever anywhere. But we'll go ahead and put our distance upgrade in anyway. We see the distance. Remember this is on a half slab, so we're a half block down from where we would be. That's why it looks a little higher. Now we want to work on the width. So we can do a max of 3 of these guys. So let's just go ahead and build 3 and see what that max is going to look like. And let's go with the running and the running and the running. And we need feathers and iron. I could have just brought a big crafting bench over there, and done it over there, but whatever. Whatever is fine. It's fine. So there's our 3. And let's run again. and run again, and run again, and run again. Now we're going to stand well and good behind this thing, and we're going to add 1 into it. Burp. And we see that we gained a block on each side. So 1 upgrade actually upgraded by 2. You know, by 2 blocks. This string, or this line here, and this line here. So that's interesting. So a second upgrade gives us an extra line here, and an extra line here, so an additional 2. So that brings us up to 5. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across now, which is pretty solid. So if we add 1 more, we get an extra one out here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can blow a maximum of 7. So if I step in here, I get pushed all the way to the other side, just like that. I'm going to take my hand off the keyboard in 3, 2, 1. See, we get shot all the way across, which is great. So either the 5 or the 7 is going to be what we want. This is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 7's going to be too small. And double 7s would be 14, which is too wide. So we're probably going to do a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then another, well, let's see what that was. We'll put our torches down. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'll be 1. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will be 1. And then we have these 2 spots here. Not digging that. You know what I think we need to do? I think we need to extend this wall backwards by 1 block. And that'll give us a 3 block gap here. So we can put 1 upgrade in the center, we can put 2 upgrades on the sides, and that will give us the distance we need. So we'll need 3 fans per floor. Or would that give us 5, 6, 7, 5? If we extend it 2 blocks, we could just do 2 fans with full upgrades. And that would get us the... that may be the way to go. Okay. Okay. So what I need to do, be careful you don't leave torches laying around because they will light fires if they're on wood. So that's the thing. We need to extend this back wall out by 2 blocks. And that will allow us to use 2 fans with max width upgrades and 1 additional distance upgrade. So we'll need 2, 4, 6, 8 fans in total. And we will have this place covered. I also want to add some lighting in here. I think I'll just throw some redstone lamps where these torches are that I can turn on and off. Just so we can turn the mob farm off when we don't want it. Because I have this vision that we're going to be full of mob drops before long. So I need to extend the back out by 2, which means extending the platform out by 2, which is fine. It's not that difficult. And we'll get some fans, additional fans created. Get some additional upgrades created, and we'll get them thrown in here and make some forward progress. Alright, we've got our fans and our redstone lamps in with the appropriate upgrades. So you can see we've got 2 on each layer, well 2 on this side and 2 on that side, so 4 I guess on each layer. We've gone ahead with the 3 upgrades in width and 1 upgrade in distance in each one, and you can see it'll push all the way to the end. We did extend this wall out by 2 blocks. And of course you can see that on both sides. We can go ahead and turn these off. And you see I do have 1 fan down here in the trench. We did do the upstairs as well, by the way. You can see those blue up there. We did do the trench as well. Now it is significantly longer down here, so we had to do 9 distance upgrades and 1 width upgrade to get it to fill the trench and push all the way to this last block. So that works out. We can hide that now. And I said we did get the redstone lamps in just so we can turn the farm off if we so desire. Now I've just done that with lever levers around the sides here. We have not turned on the fans yet, but we will. But we do have the, lamps we can flip on and off. And you may be wondering how I got half slabs here. How in the world did you get half slabs of what is a full block, a full chiseled block in Minecraft, or within the chisel mod? And we used what's called a frame block from Block Craftery. Yeah, that's a word. It's a goofy name, but it's a cool mod. So what you have to do is take 4 wool, run them in a circle or in a DDO like so. And then you do need to do it up in that top corner, and you get this wool cloth. You can take that, surround it with some sticks. I thought that was it. Is it this way? There we go. And you can make these frame blocks. Now, these frame blocks, when you have 3 of them, you can make slabs. The slabs can then become any block in the game. So if we place it down, it looks like a goofy little frame block, but if we take the block we want it to be a half slab, we just right click it with it and it becomes a half slab. How cool is that? So you can basically make half slabs out of, whatever you want. I always forget you have to use it becomes your axe is the tool to break those. So we went ahead and did those all the way around. They should not be spawnable. We did the top layer as well. And you can remember you can just make string from your silkworms to make the wool. So, it's pretty much infinite resource there. Now we need to make the killificator. And to do that, we're going to go back to mob grinding utilities. We're going to use these guys, mob mashers. Now they have these guys iron spikes and they will work as well, but you can't do a ton of upgrades with them, and I want upgrades, dang it. And these will count as player kills, so you get player kill only items, but they are a bit pricey. Lots and lots of iron, and we do have to build the spikes to make them. So let's go to make one of these. We need an iron block and 3 iron swords to make the spikes. So blocks are over here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, something like that. Anyway, and I'm gonna need more sticks. Dang it, Bobby! Thought I had enough sticks in my inventory. I'm short. Thought I grabbed the whole stack. Stack of sticks. There. So we got to make 2 of these things, which means we got to make swords. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, counting with oblique, 6. Then we can make, where'd it go? There it is. What are you gonna, oh, you're gonna take my broken sword? No, you're not. You're not gonna take my broken sword. You want to take my broken sword, but no, that's not gonna happen. So these are a little bit of a pain to craft because the swords do the whole not stacking thing. The spikes are stackable, but the swords are really not. And so we're gonna need 2 more swords. And we did not grab enough iron. Dang it, Bobby. Back to the other side. Oy. I think I would... Why didn't I put my storage room in the same place as I put my metals? Don't worry. We're going to fix that soon. We're going to fix that. That's on the agenda. It's on the agenda. I need 2 of these. So there's 1 and 2. And then we're going to need 3 diamonds and a block of redstone. Okay. We can take those swords out of there. Boom. 1, 2, 3. And block of redstone. Perfect. So we can go ahead and make this. What are we short? Block of iron. Grab that. Bing, bang, boom. Dang it. Tried to use my busted up sword again. Can't use a bustificated sword. There. So now we've got this super cool looking diamond encrusted mob grinding gizmo of doom and destruction. So let's get this stuff back out of my inventory. You guys know I hate a messy inventory. So this also requires a lever, and it'll start spinning, but it also has upgrades, just like the other thing did, or the fan did. The upgrades for this are the mob masher upgrade, which gives it sharpness, and you can put up to 10 of them in there. Then that's just going to kill mobs faster. Then you can get the looting effect. And again, you can put up to 10 of those in there. Then you can put fire aspect on there. It'll help kill mobs a little bit quicker, but not a huge amount. Where it's good as witches if you want the health potions or the fire resist potions that they'll drink and drop. Those are good to throw a fire aspect on there. You can get smite if you want to kill undead, so skeletons and such quicker. You can get Bane of Arthropods to kill your spiders and such quicker, and that's about it. Beheading if you want to get hits. So you can do 10 levels of that as well. So for the sharpness, which is the first one I always like to get, we have more iron swords to craft. Oh yay, non-stackable lovely iron swords. For the looting, which would be nice, we need lapis lazuli and some redstone. So we're going to make some of those as well. And those are the two I want to start with. I'm not too concerned with the rest of the stuff. It'll be nice to add down the road, but we don't need it right now. Beheading is a bunch of helmets. You know, needs a Peridot helmet, which we don't have. Ruby helmet, don't have. Sapphire helmet, don't have. Things like that. We could make the fire aspect if we want with the flint and steel. What is it? Yeah, there's the smite, which is the undead killing. You just need zombie flesh. We could do those. And I think we're going to have 3 of these. So I need to craft 2 more of these guys and some upgrades. I keep seeing stuff flashing out of the corner of my eye over here, and it's the sifters. So I'm going to make 2 more of these. I'm going to make some upgrades for them. And like I said, I think we're going to focus right now on sharpness and the looting. And we're going to get those over into the mob farm. Then we'll start working, I'll bring you back, but then we'll start working on a collection system. So let me get busy. Alright, so I've got all that done. Now I need to make a way to get up and down the farm easily. So we're just going to make some elevator blocks. I wanted to make gray, but we don't have an easy way to get black dye yet. The squid are spawning in that water stream down there, but we'll have to make a platform down at the bottom to kill them, and it's a whole thing. So for right now, we're just going to go with white. So I'm going to put it back here at the back of the farm, and we'll put one on each layer. Boom. So we can get all the way up to the bottom and all the way down. Now these are spawnable, so we want to make sure that they are well lit. I've added some storage drawers in and a drawer controller. I'm not in love with the look, but I don't think it's going to last that long. I think it'll be somewhat temporary because I think we're going to need to do some more stuff in here. Now I need to make a collection method, and I'm going to put it right up in here, and I want to use a large enough storage container that can hold a whole bunch of stuff real quick. We're going to use these item collectors, which we made before over here in the sifter. We made them in the last episode, but I want to use the crates from actually additions, because they're quite large and relatively easy to make. So we need not that. No. We just need a block of wood, some planks, some sticks to make the base. There we go. That's it. And whoa, come on now. Man, I think my mouse is starting to go out. It's getting a little click happy, and I think I just screwed all of that up. Gotta pull it around like it does. Oh, boom. And then we need some chesticles. And we need some planks. One of those. Let's absorb those like this. Take these like this. And boom, crate. And you will see it is quite healthy in its storage. So that is going to be perfect for what we want to do. They're not that attractive. So this is a good use for it because it's going to be hidden behind this wall. That's also not that attractive. I did consider, I made some trim blocks, and I considered using just trim blocks here so there wouldn't be storage up front. It would just be on the sides, but I thought, what the heck, we might as well put some storage up front. So let's put this here like a so. And let us, how do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? I want to, oh, these lever levers power the grinders up top. I think I want to put this, let's try it here on the side and see if that will be close enough to get it to do what we need to do. We have some, oh, these are going to stick, aren't they? Yeah, we're going to have to put trim blocks here in the center. That's fine. We'll do that. I'm so hungry. There we go. Yeah, we're going to have to do this and that and the other thing, and we're going to have to put trim blocks in here so it don't stick. Boom and a bam. For those that don't know, trim blocks act like a drawer. They allow the drawer system to connect to the controller without actually being a drawer. Did I pick up those other drawers? I guess maybe I did. I don't know. I really wasn't paying attention. Or the system collected them and put them in there. So that proves it works. Fantastic. Here, I only have one of those. Dang it, Bobby. I'm going to need another one to close this thing up, because we got to close in that little door right there. And then we're going to be ready to turn this sucker on. Do I have any left over? I do not. Been using them like crazy. So, chisels, yep, got chisels left. We go, boom, and bam. Perfect. Alright, so let's go close in this. And there's still some more enhancements I want to do to this farm. Like I said, there's a ton of upgrades we can do, but there's one specific one I want to do today, but I want to see it work. And I never put a lever lever on that fan, and that's a problem. So let's make sure we lever lever that fan. And we go around. Fortunately, we have to go all the way around. Round the outside. Round the outside. And you can see our grinders are here doing their work. So you can see the upgrades in them. They're excelente. We need to get the fans going. Need to turn the lights off. And we need to button this up like so. So we're going to come around here, and we're going to say, turn on, Mr. Fan, turn on, Mr. Fan. And let's run around here and do the other side real quick. A beep, and a boop. And now we got to do the next layer. This is highly manual at this point, but we will be able to automate it later. Let's turn the light off. Ooh, the spawning is going to start happening. Turn the lights off, turn the fans on, lights off. Lights off. Fan, light, fan. And light. Go up here. Light. Ooh, hello. That's no bueno. There we go. Zerp, zerp, and zerp. And you can't go into the void, so that's something to be happy about, I guess. Go in there, turn that to what? How is this voodoo magic happening? What shaman did this craziness? Weird. Let's do an empty hand, shall we? Perfect. Ooh, that's a little dark. Boom, and bam. Now, nothing's going to spawn yet because we're too close. But as soon as we walk away, we should start seeing these drawers filling up with goodies, hopefully. If we did everything properly. So we step away. Bam. Look at that. Already getting the goodness. How cool is that? Oh, there's a weird visual glitch. You see the little bows there in the wood? That's strange. So let's run back and see what we've collected thus far. Oh, I hear spider. I hear an enderman. A zombie. I don't hear them dying as fast as I would like to hear them dying. We have collected a ton of stuff though. XP. Why are these? We're gonna have to go up there and look and see why. Yeah, skeleton head, hearts. Yeah, anything that won't. What the crap was that sound? So they're definitely dying. We're seeing parts flying in, actively flying in. So that's good news. What the crap is that? Oh my goodness. Okay. So these stupid things and stuff like this we don't want to deal with. We'll do something with those, but like all this stuff that doesn't stack, you know, we're gonna eventually move it out to its own drawer like this. Stuff that does stack. Wait, what the heck is this? Carrot bag? I've never heard of it. The stuff that does stack, obviously, we want in these compacting drawers like this. Inferium is a great option. So like bags can go over here. We're gonna move all this reliquary stuff to one place. We get a little organization going. You know, we're gonna clean it up. Don't you worry, pretty little head. But it is working, and that is the point. Now, one thing we can do to put this thing into overdrive, and this may be, I probably should have done this before I turned it on. I only have one right now. And we'll get some more once this thing gets cranking. I am gonna make a diamond sword because we're about to go into the maw of the beast, and bad things ensue. So I want to be, if something happens and gets out or whatever, I want to be able to make with the hackety super quick. So let's go in here, and first things first, we're gonna light it up. Of course, that's not gonna kill anything that's already in there. Man, their stuff makes just strange noises up in here, let me tell you. Alright, we're going to do a little pokey hole in here and see what we see. I don't want to turn the fans off yet. Okay, there's nothing on this floor. If we go in there with these fans on, we are toast. So let's make sure we turn that fan off. Actually, I'm going to turn this one off too. I don't want to have our bits scattered to the wind. Make sure the fans are not blowing. Okay, make sure we don't have any. Now there's an XP there. That means some mob died over there. I don't know why. Let's check the other side. It could have been a mob that doesn't like the light, potentially. Let's turn these fans off so we can get into this side as well. Fans are off, not spinning. Okay. We can look at this side. Yep, there's another XP orb. And there's a creeper. Why is my fan not blowing? No wonder these things are not dying that fast. Well, he's just stupid. You big dummy. I never turned that bottom one on. Okay. So I made sure to put the stupid thing in there, but I never actually turned the stupid thing on. So there we go. That's part of our issue. There we go. Now that will kill all those. Now we do have that head exploded way over here. We might need to put another chest with another item collector a little further back, just to make sure we're getting all the bits and bobs. And I think now what I want to do is, the reason I put dirt on these floors is because we can make cursed earth. Now, cursed earth is uber dangerous. You need to be extremely careful with it. You do need this here drop of evil from extra utilities too. And like I said, it is incredibly dangerous. It spawns mobs very, very rapidly. and they don't live very long, but they're super, super fast. And a cursed creeper is not a pretty sight, let me tell you. They run, crazy fast at you. So I'm going to try to jump and plant this. Boom. And you can see it all turned into cursed earth. Now, with it as light as it is, we should be able to walk in there. But I wanted to make sure that they didn't tweak any settings in the pack before That's why I had the little block there to protect us. You can walk on this, it's fine. As long as it's lit up, you're fine. It will spread to adjacent ground. Not stone, obviously. It needs to be dirt or grass. I think it's grass as well. When we get another piece or another drop of evil, we'll do that side as well. And so we'll have disturb mobs spawn up here. And they'll be black, all black. And like I said, they're super fast, but they don't live very long. But they'll spawn wicked, wicked fast, and we'll get all their giblets, and it'll be great. So we'll at least get 1/4 of the farm going with that. And so we're going to have regular mobs spawn at the bottom and disturb mobs spawning at the top. So we're all buttoned up. We need to get our fans on. So let's get these going. We can start turning this off. And as soon as it's nice and dark, disturb mobs will spawn. I think they'll even spawn right next to you. And we go turn the light off up here. Boom. Yep, you hear them already spawning. So, disturb mobs are cray-cray. So they will even spawn right next to you, which is... if that don't freak you out, I don't know what does. I don't think we have any lights on this light. So turn those off so the trench becomes spawnable. Now that platform is spawnable. We'll get this platform spawnable. And boy howdy, this thing will be cranking. Here are witches. Step back. Now the disturb mobs up here in this corner will spawn with us being close. The rest, these other 3 will not. We have to be back over here, 35 blocks away. So right here, this whole farm should be cranking. And we should be getting all the things, which is awesome sauce. Chicken. There's a chicken jockey spawn. Now we got some shiny boots. We're gonna have to do something about all this stupid armor. Dispose of it. Which means we need some form of logisticals. Logistical piping. Man. So many good things. Fender pearls, heads. What we got over here? Oh man, we're almost full. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to do something about this nonsense. It's just garbo. We can cook it. Getting feathers here too. Boots. The blizz rods, ender pearls, red trophies. One of the awesome things we're getting is these loot bags. Hello, get out of my inventory. We're getting an artificial bag. Huh. Friend of pearl and a 3. Okay, that was kind of lame. Legendary. Oh yeah, baby. And so we're getting all the just different types of loot bags. These can be combined into bigger, better loot bags. So you can combine, several of the green into the next tier up. At least you can in most packs. I assume it's still available in this pack. Oh, hello. Evolved Enderman head. Nice. Oh, this one actually, it'll follow you. As you move around, the eyes will follow you. It's creepy. Just all the goodness. All the goodness. Love it, love it, love it. Alright, well I do think that is going to do it for this episode as we upgraded our hostile mob farm. Sure do appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me as always. And until next time, y'all get out there and make some noise. See ya.